Hey guys, it's Todd. Welcome back to the Sports Card of the Day video series. This will be episode 28. I'd given a hint in my last video, maybe two videos ago, that I'd be profiling the nicest guy in the game, nicest guy in baseball. And here he is. It's Freddie Freeman. This is a copy of his 2018 Topps Heritage in an 8. And I'm still not getting the 8 on this. PSA kind of, I don't know PSA. That's kind of a low ball deal there on this one. So they gave it a near mint 8. It's one of my favorite cards. It shows Freddie and his prime batting position. Listen, this guy came up in 2010 for about 45 games. 2011 is his rookie year. That 2011 card in the PSA 10 is really jumped up. It's about a $300, $400 card now. But I want to say this. He's got about 65 games on Mike Trout, roughly, in the pros. He's got more hits than Trout. He trails Trout in home runs, and his batting average is 7 points lower overall. And he does have more RBIs. So his numbers have been extremely consistent throughout his career. He's only a four-time All-Star, which I don't really understand that. But when he has been in the All-Star game, he's been the leading vote getter twice. So this is a guy that's been the model of consistency. I think sometimes it hurts him playing for the Atlanta Braves for different reasons, and not being in, the big market of New York or Boston or LA. Now, Atlanta is a good-sized place, but in the baseball world, it's not really the huge market we think of when we think of, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Dodgers. And he will be the defending National League MVP. And I think they got it right. And I think he deserved it. And I'm glad to see them be bringing Marcell Ozuna back because they're going to need him. The Dodgers have really, they have really loaded up. The Padres have loaded up. So I think it's going to be, really Dodgers, Padres, and Braves. That's going to be three best teams. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a diehard Braves fan, but looking at the Braves pitching, if they get that starting five in there, Max Fried, Soroka, Ian Anderson, Bryce Wilson, and Kyle Wright, and all those guys are clicking, and they're as young as they are, look out. I know the Dodgers have got the name power with Trevor Bauer and, of course, Kershaw, Buehler. But I'm telling you guys right now, if Atlanta's starting five can all click, we know Ian Anderson's the real deal. He beat Trevor Bauer in the playoffs. And in that extra inning game against Cincinnati, Soroka has proven himself. And, of course, Max Fried didn't lose a start last year. And Bryce Wilson was excellent in the playoffs, as was Kyle Wright. But if those guys get it going, look out. And as far as the Braves hitting, they have what they need, and bullpen-wise, they're stacked. But Freddie Freeman gets overlooked. That's why I wanted to kind of talk about him a little bit today. He just doesn't get the recognition that he deserves. And sometimes that's hard, because we focus on this guy right here a lot, rightfully so. And best player in the game, and nobody's taking that away from him this year either. Or we focus on these guys back here, Burrow in the sport of football, or this guy here, supposed to be the next big thing, Luis Robert, or my guy Tua. I got to talk about Tua. Went to school where Tua went to school, just a few years ahead of him. And so guys like Freddie Freeman that are the model of consistency sometimes get just kind of overlooked. So I think it's important to recognize what this guy's accomplished. He's almost a career 300 hitter. He's 31 years old. He's over 1,500 hits, 1,524 to be exact. If he stays on this track, he'll get to 3,000 hits. And he's going to have to stay consistent like he has been thus far. And he's got 240 home runs. So, we like to put guys in the Hall of Fame that really aren't qualified. So I'm not going to say right now he's a Hall of Famer because he's not. I've heard a couple of guys this week on their channel say Buster Posey's a Hall of Famer. Listen, you need to pull up Buster Posey's numbers. He does not have Hall of Fame numbers. I'm sorry. He does not have enough hits. He does not have the criteria they're going to look at. He's been around a while. He's won 3 World Series, but, to say, well, the guy's a Hall of Famer, because this is my opinion. Baseball's the hardest Hall of Fame of the big 3 to get into. And, Posey's got, roughly, I'd have to look it up, but I think he's got, I don't know, the same amount of hits as Freddie Freeman, maybe 1,600 or so, and he's got, so many home runs. Guys, those are not Hall of Fame numbers. I mean, you got guys with 2,400 hits and aren't in the Hall of Fame, and then on top of that, guys with 493 home runs that aren't in the Hall of Fame. So, I'm sorry, Buster Posey's not in there yet. He's going to have, a few more good years. But, just like Freeman, and Freeman retired today, he's not in the Hall of Fame. He's going to go down as a great player, but he's on that trajectory to get there. And that's what I'm talking about. And so many players have had that gift, and then just it's gone. My favorite baseball card of all time is right here. Right there. This guy had everything you could possibly imagine as far as talent. And unfortunately, demons got a hold of him, and still had a decent career, but not Hall of Fame worthy. So this is kind of my card room, kind of showing around. Like, I got a little desk over here. But here's my project right now. 1993 Donruss Series 1. Bought a box for $12. Got some 93 Bowman there. Working on that. 90 score up under here. Working on that. Not even opened yet. A sealed 1990 upper deck. Cowboys team set from 97 that features some rare insert cards. And I got some other boxes put away. Over here, I got some update. I opened one of these and pulled that Luis Robert SSP that's going for $500, or being asked that, selling for $300 to $500. Got some junk wax. You got to have junk wax here. I mean, as far as what I'm opening junk wax as well. Magic the Gathering, a couple of those. Got some Pokemon, playing around in all of it. Sealed box of football from the 93, I guess it is, and 92 Collector's Edge. Opened one pack of that. John Elway autograph, potentially, but, I mean, come on. I mean, just like I'm trying to get the Elite card in this Donruss box. I mean, really? I mean, but it's the thrill is the chase. So off on a little tangent there, off track, but today it's Freddie Freeman. And he's the model of consistency, and he's known as the nicest guy in baseball. And on top of that, his teammates rave about him. These kind of guys, in my opinion, are what sports needs as role models. And we have some guys that a lot of people look up to, in my opinion, that aren't the best of role models. And that covers all sports. But Freeman's one of those guys. So, listen, 24 subscribers away from 150, then to do the giveaway. We're getting there, gained a couple new subscribers this week. I appreciate it. And I'm going to keep going. This is episode 28 of the Sports Card of the Day. I haven't done one of these in a while. My last one was Trout. I did a couple of off different videos, which I will do time to time, but I'm back. Episode 29 will be coming up. I've got the slab ready as well. It's going to be a guy that also is a Braves legend. That'll be your clue on that one. So thank you very much for everyone that watches and supports my channel. It means more than you will know. All right, guys, have a good rest of the day, and happy Valentine's Day to everyone.